Whew. Hey guys, I'm Ted, here to give you another fast fact, and for today's fast fact, we will discuss the Kansas Nebraska Act. Now, the events of the 1850s were really a series of events that seemed to confirm northern conspiracy theories that the southern states were attempting to force slavery down their throats, and to seize an inordinate amount of power in the national government. Now, as settlers migrated to the territories north and northwest of Missouri, an idea was floated by the powerful Senator Stephen A. Douglas of Illinois, who, in his efforts to gain Southern support for the organizations of two territories, Kansas and Nebraska, offered to introduce a bill that would let the settlers of the territories decide for themselves whether they wanted slavery or not. Now, given the fact that both of these territories lay well above the Missouri Compromise line, the 3630 line, anti-slavery Northerners began to cry foul. Now, despite their protest, the Kansas Nebraska Act passed, which further cemented the idea that there really was a slave power conspiracy at work to force the northern states, to force the free states into a fully slave union. Now, contemporaries noted that the dry and cold plains of Nebraska and Kansas, the Nebraska and Kansas territories, and that the dry southwestern deserts recently taken from Mexico were not very ideal places for the to support the intensive cash crop that is tobacco, sugar, and cotton. Of course, we can never forget King Cotton, but that these crops were associated with slavery, and that these new locations were not well suited for it. But for Americans of the 1850s, the West was a land of opportunity. It represented the future. Northerners going west feared competition from slave labor, and Southerners heading west feared that the presence of Northerners in the West would make slavery unattainable there. The act really was an attempt for Douglas to sort of springboard himself, but by opening up this territory, a territory that a larger segment of the population had viewed was closed, he really brought it back to the forefront. The West represented the future. Northerners didn't want to face competition from slavery. Southerners didn't want to face the competition or the envy, had they may have seen it, of Northerners who didn't have slaves. By putting them in a situation where they would be competing with each other, or by putting them in a situation where they would be living with each other in close proximity, really spelt disaster for the territories. We shall see that in a future fast fact and in future lectures. But as always, I am Ted. That has been your fast fact on the Kansas Nebraska Act. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it a little informative, or maybe just majorly informative. As always, hit like, subscribe, and comment, and let me know what you thought about this fast fact. And I will see you guys next time with another fast fact.